Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and as always guys, we are reviewing some of the exciting new 25-26 kits. Now in this video we're in the Premier League. We've got these shirts from the guys over at GR Kits. Full details in the description. I'll overlay here the website if you want to go and get hold of some of these shirts. And we're in the Midlands, in the middle part of England, and we're at Aston Villa. Now, strange team, you know, it's not the big run-of-the-mill big teams that you see, but actually there's some really exciting kits coming out this year. And I'm just really excited just to take a look at some of these. Now, these is the away and the third shirt. The home shirt, as you'd expect, is, I want to call it claret and blue, burgundy, whatever you want to use. Very traditional. So I thought, well, if I'm going to get two shirts to compare, let's actually look at the away and the third, because that's when typically the manufacturers mix it up a bit. Now I think I've got this in the right order. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Here we have the away shirt, and Aston Villa shirts are obviously manufactured by Adidas. Adidas I'm a big fan of right now, really loving the shirts that they're manufacturing, and I think this is a really nice shirt here. So this is predominantly black baseline now. And again, I think the beauty of this is that the logos and everything really pop here. I quite like this badge here, because actually when I look closely to this badge, what you won't see there, because on the face of it, it looks sort of white or sort of this off-white, but actually it's got remnants of this green that's being used down the sleeve here for the stripes and around the collar, which I hadn't clocked. So I really like that. Now, very plain shirt, nothing going on there, quite simple on the back. I think most of the detail and the intricacy is on the sleeve here. So you can see you've got this dotted effect coming down from the shoulder down to the sleeve there, with little flecks of white and the blue there. And as I say, that lovely blue trim there coming around the collar. This one has obviously got the Europa badges on it as well. We've got a secondary sponsor, I think, yep, over here. And on the back, you've got the villains for Aston Villa. I think it's a really neat away shirt. I mean, you could say black as a base kit allows you to do so much, play around with such great colour palettes. Again, my only criticism is this collar. I don't know, maybe it would have worked better having that blue trim coming all the way around, but that's probably me being picky. So that's really nice. I think that's a really good, solid away kit. And to be fair, the third kit actually has a similar feel to it. And I think, again, if I were a Villa fan, I'd actually be quite happy with these. I love this. So again, and I know this is the third kit now, so I know I've got it right, because you've obviously got that iconic vintage logo there for Adidas. Now here you've got a slightly different shirt here. Yeah, it's got that lovely subtle underlying pattern to it that we're seeing on a lot of shirts, but it's not overpowering, it's not dominating. There's this base sort of cream, but then you've got these injections of soft blues, soft pinks, purples there, which I really like. This sort of two-tone badge there with the light blue and the darker blue being used there. That's being carried through on the collar there. You've got the AV of Aston Villa on this one. I've gone with a Premier League badge on this one here, but again, I guess what you see there is your cuffs and your collar are drawing from the same pattern there, and that, you know, pattern is coming down through the shoulder, through the sleeve. So that sort of patterning is more dominant in terms of visually on the bottom and the top half of the shirt. I really like it. They've kept the blank space there. Really, to be fair, Villa, you should be really happy with these. I think it's a solid set of kits this year, and that is just my opinion, but I'd be really pleased with that. Now, these shirts do come from China, because these are reproductions, but they're allowing me just to have a really good look at the style and the colours and that overall design. So if you want to go hit the description, all the details are down there. So these took about 2.5 weeks to get to me. We're going to stay in the UK, because we've got 2 more kits from these guys, but we're going north of the border to Scotland. So our next video, stay tuned for that. As always, guys, if you like the video, do give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to stay up to date with all the latest content. But until our next video, guys, thanks for watching.